Well, hey there, hi there, ho there. We are in Cebu City, and we have been here for 2 nights now. This is our
Yes.
second night.
Yes.
And the reason that we came up to Cebu was there was a meeting with the consulate. For those that don't know, or maybe are new to the channel, for the last 3 years, I've been a liaison, volunteer liaison with the United States Embassy. And so up there, they had a very informative, I know this is in selfie mode, so you can't read it. But we went through an 8-hour seminar, getting us, the guys, when I say us, myself and the other volunteer liaisons from all over the Philippines, kind of up to speed as to what's new. And I'm really looking forward to doing a live stream in the next couple of days. And I've got some bullet points that I think will be very, very interesting if you want to tune into that and follow along. As you may or may not know, I'm not wild about doing live streams. But I think it's the easiest, fastest, and quickest way to get the word out there. And then what I might want to try to do is see if I can't jump on another couple of guys' live streams or podcasts and reiterate everything that I'm saying. Because, boys and girls, it hit me with a lot of information to share with you, whether you're living here already or if you're planning to come out to the Philippines or any other country, pretty much for that matter, as to preparedness, things to do, and the two biggest mistakes that the embassy picks up on. Not me, not the guy down the street, not some random blogger. This is the United States Embassy is talking about the two biggest issues and how to solve them before you even set foot on the plane to come over here. So I would encourage you whenever I go live, probably the next day or two, and
Yes.
we'll go over that. I'm going to actually read some bullet points that we did, some notes that I took, and I hope you join in. Okay, so that was the business part of the trip. So now for the fun part. And for the very first time, baby May did something I didn't think she would ever do, and that was gamble.
That is my first time in my life.
First time in your life.
Yes.
Yeah. And we were here, no, we were in Bacolod, and we went through a casino.
Yeah.
And you had your nose up in the air because you were looking at everybody, oh, they're stupid, they're just throwing away. You're right.
Yeah,
you're
because
right.
I'm not understand.
No, but you're right. Slot
Yes.
machines, especially. I lived in Vegas 30 years, so I can speak with a little authority on this. Slot machines are the worst odds that there are. And there's not such a thing as good odds in Vegas or any casino because it all favors the house. But we went there to check it out. We're staying at the Quest. We're
Yes.
across from the Ayala Mall.
Yeah.
After the meeting, for some reason, I wasn't tired at all. And we just busted a move, right?
Yeah.
And May stayed in the bed all day while I was at the seminar. And I left her some money. I gave her like 1,500 pesos. I said, here, if you get hungry, here's some food, or walk over to the mall and do some window shopping, or, things girls do. Get yourself some lunch, whatever. Go downstairs and have the buffet or lunch. I don't know. She likes to wander around and do Facebook Reels.
Yeah.
But you couldn't sleep.
Yeah, I sleep whole day.
You slept all day.
Yes.
But nighttime, you couldn't sleep.
Yes.
The reason why is because
Buffet.
she's an animal when it comes to buffets. Ever since we had our first good buffet in Thailand 4 years ago, she has never forgot that. And here's a shout out to the Quest. They have an awesome dinner buffet. Everything is very good. Service is very good. Just the attitude is very good. It's not that expensive for what you get. Now, all you can eat sashimi, I don't know. That sounds pretty good to me, and I wailed into that. And then they had, I don't want to run down the menu for them, but take my word for it, it was delicious. And Maya's got this thing where when she goes to a buffet, that she'll eat 3 times what she normally eats because it's the Filipino attitude of like, it's free. So I got to eat a lot to get my money's worth. And I think a lot of us cop that attitude at a buffet. You know, I'm going to have one extra plate or one extra dessert or one extra something just because I can stuff it down my gullet. And so you couldn't sleep because your stomach was bothering
Yeah,
you.
super full. My brain is still thinking, oh, I want to go the buffet again. That's why I tell you, hopefully in Dumaguete they have like that.
No such thing.
Yeah.
No such animal. Not a dinner buffet like that. Not that I know of. But that's one of the things that we do enjoy about Cebu is the quality of the food
Yes.
and the shopping and the variety. We've got great variety now in Dumaguete, but for example, at Ayala Mall, it's all under one roof. You know, you don't have to travel here and there and the other places.
Yeah.
There's a couple of 3 restaurants that we like at Robinson's Mall in Dumaguete, but here at Ayala, you got Burger King all the
Yes,
way
complete.
up to whatever.
Yes.
And then we walked around the restaurants outside the New Star Casino. I'll get to the gambling in just a minute.
Yeah.
But we walked around the restaurants there, and I saw a Liaison sushi bar,
Yeah.
you know, where you can sit there and talk to the chef. All the other places, like the one in Dumaguete, we got a couple in Dumaguete, and but they don't have that vibe, you know, with the chef behind there and you picking out the fish. I missed that. I really wanted to do that, but we settled on Chinese food.
I pick up for the Chinese restaurant.
But, you know, it's like this Chinese New Year thing kind of winding down out here. And so, I don't know, for some reason, there's really not, to my knowledge, a good Chinese restaurant in Dumaguete. I don't want to say the name, but
Yeah.
there's one on the boulevard that I ate at once. I said, never again. And I've never gone back to it in 8 years. So that was kind of fun for me, too. I kind of enjoyed that.
Yeah.
And then they had a tomahawk steak. One other thing. What was it? 15,000
Yeah.
pesos.
I'm shocked, Daddy Paul.
You were shocked. I was shocked.
I said that is the real price.
Yeah. I mean,
My
they had,
God.
of course, they had reasonably priced. It was pasta. It was a Italian steakhouse, I think it was called, something like that. But they had pasta for 500-600 pesos. You know, the normal upper
Yeah.
crusty, but it's okay. But then I was looking at their steaks, and they had some steaks for 3, 4, 5,000 pesos, which I kind of figured that reminds me of the George over at the what do you call it?
In the Valencia.
Yeah,
Mango Rods.
Mango Ranch. That's what I'm trying to come up with. They had the George restaurant there. Those similar prices, 3, 4, 5,000 for a steak. But this one was a tomahawk for 15,000
Yes.
pesos. I thought, wow, my rent's 18,000.
Like a gold.
Yeah, May goes, what is it made out of? Gold? I had a different reply, but I won't repeat it here as to what it was made out of. Anyway, so we wandered around the casino, and I was happily surprised, that because of all the table games that they have, like mahjong and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff, I don't understand those games. I don't play them. But I found a blackjack table of all things, and it had a little different odds and a little different vibe to it. But for all intents and purposes, they played the game differently, with the dealer taking one card up as opposed to taking 2 and then peeking at it. So that was different. But we sat down and we played.
Yeah.
Right? It was
Yes.
500 pesos minimum bet, 20,000 pesos maximum bet. And so I tossed the guy 2,000 pesos. I said, okay, there's our gambling limit. We'll be big shots here for 3 minutes and then we'll get blown out of the water. And we actually doubled our money.
Yeah.
And
You're the winner.
And we had fun. There was another couple there.
Yeah.
And we were rooting each other on. And we just flat out got lucky. I played for the first 2 or 3 hands alone. And May was sitting next to me.
Because I'm not understand.
Because she didn't understand it. And but then I thought, I won a few bucks, a few 500 coins or chips rather. So I tossed one on May. I said, okay, now you're playing. And now she really focused, you know, what we were doing. And so I was just calling it because I know the game. So I was calling it for me and I was calling it for her. And how did you feel when you won the money?
If you're the winner, I'm so happy. I would like continue. But if you're lost,
So anyway, long story short, one thing that I had to get used to was they were huge on me. I was saying stuff like, okay, stand or hit me. And the guys, no. He had to tell me 3 times. You got to go like this. or you got a signal like that. And I get it. It's because of the cameras up in the sky.
Oh.
They can't hear me say hit or stand or stay. And so it's exaggerated out here. So anyway, we had 2,000 pesos.
Yeah.
And we turned it into 4,000 pesos.
Yes.
And then I walked you over to the cashier and showed you how that worked, right?
Yes.
And we went and did that.
Yes.
And so I said, you know what? We're up. Now, I have a friend, or I know a guy that went to that casino and hit a jackpot for $1 million. $1.2 million. We won't say his name, okay?
Yeah.
But I said, I wonder where those machines are. And so the only one I could find that had $1 million peso plus was at the Progressive.
Yes.
Was that machine. And we put 1,000 in that. And as you know, as I just said at the beginning of this, slot machines suck. And we blew through that in 10 minutes, and it's boring.
Yes.
You just sit there and push this button.
Yeah.
And I don't understand anything that's going on these slot machines. Video poker, different story. I used to play video poker in Vegas, where you could hold or discard or throw away the hand, and you had at least a feeling of a little bit of control over the game. This, you just push a button and it's random. It's like playing the lottery one after another. And the odds are so horrible. So the friend that I know a while back that won this million, won the Progressive, I didn't have any hopes of that. But I was having hopes that we could double the 1,000 to 2,000.
Yes.
I said, that's our thing. We're either going to lose or we're going to double the money. We get to double, we quit. And that was our mantra when we went to play blackjack or mine. And then, so we came out net 100 above, 1,000 above.
Yes.
Correct. So I said, well, don't ever get into the habit of gambling. And then what did you say to me this morning?
I said, let's go again in the casino.
Yeah, let's go back to that casino.
Because I enjoy the blackjack. Or that blackjack.
Yeah.
I so enjoy because now I understand. I said, what if we have in Dumaguete like that?
I'm not shaming you here on YouTube, okay? You don't have the faintest idea what you're talking about when it comes to playing 21, okay? That's no fault of yours because you've got to count really quick in your head.
I'm thinking, oh.
Not exactly your talent is math. Okay?
Like, the money here is like easy if you're the win.
See, that's the problem. This is where gambling addicts are born, okay? Is the winner. God help you if first time out of the gate. I saw this for 30 years in Vegas. Happened to me. God bless you if you're the winner, or help you if you're the winner the first time you gamble. Because you go home programmed to think, man, that was what? Easy money.
Yeah, that's my thinking this morning. Let's go to the pool because the flight is 3 o'clock. So we have a time for going to casino.
That's true. We have to check out of here at 11. We got the flights at 3:45, call it 4 o'clock. And we got a couple of hours to kill. We got to give ourselves a couple hours leeway to get to the airport. And she said, man, we need time to go back to that news star. So I made her a deal. I said, okay, I'm all down with that. Good news, baby. There's a BDO ATM at the casino. Just so happens that's your account. So I say we go and we play with your money instead of mine.
My answer is
and your answer was, I don't think we should go to New Star. Let's just go to Ayala and have breakfast. So that's our big Cebu City tour trip story, which was probably as benign as it gets. But that's just a day in the life of two old people.
But I'm enjoying here in the Cebu.
Yeah.
Yes.
Would you want to live here?
It's only vacation.
Yeah, me
yes,
too.
only vacation.
No, I got to be fair. I haven't given Cebu a proper run through. We only come up here when we have to. I mean, I've only come here when I have to or I have something to do.
Yes.
I would like to come up here for 3 or 4 days and hook up with somebody, like a tour group or something, or someone that does, and see something other than what we see, which is just this monster traffic jam.
Yeah.
You know what? The flight on the plane took 25 minutes. And the cab ride from the airport to the hotel took 35 minutes. We were in a cab in traffic longer than we were to fly all the way from Dumaguete to Cebu. And I got to tell you another thing, man. Dumaguete Airport rocks when you're leaving. And when you arrive, it's okay too. It's just a one-room,
Yeah.
it's a one-trick pony. I mean, you get there, they got one plane that's taken off, be it Phil Air or Cebu Pacific.
Yes.
And you go through one little surveyor thing, and you walk right up and get your boarding pass. No big deal, no big lines, no big security thing. They don't make a big snafu out of that. And you go in, and you can get there 45 minutes, which is exactly what we did, because we've played the game before, and we get there 45 minutes before our plane takes off.
Yes.
And now we're cooling our heels for 5 or 10 minutes in the waiting room, for the plane.
Yeah.
And that's that. So I love that little airport, getting out of Dodge. And then when you fly in, we don't check in luggage.
No.
We just carry backpacks.
Yes.
And so, boom, off we go. We hop into our car.
Yeah.
One thing they changed was to park a car.
Yeah, parking area.
Wow, that took me by surprise. Back in the day, I didn't have a car back in the day. I had a bike. So bike, you would just park it somewhere, and you would tip a guy like 100 pesos. Now, 100 pesos when I get back. You could be gone for as long as you want. And they would just put it in a little garage there for you and watch it and keep an eye on it for you. And then they used to charge for parking a car overnight. It was a couple 300 pesos, I think. And so for 2 nights, it would cost maybe 500 pesos for 2 nights. It's 600 a night now to park your car.
Yes.
So I had to shell out 1,200 pesos.
Up the price.
They doubled the price. So there's inflation for you.
Yes.
Surcharges and all that kind of stuff. And sleepy little Dumaguete's coming right along.
Yes.
So that's our big story. We're going to stick to it. We're not going to do an intro to this. We're not going to do nothing else. It's the last day of the month. I thought we'd try to upload it tonight and get it out there. So that's kind of it. The primary thing for this, if anybody's still watching after 17 minutes, is that I really do want to do a live stream, and I don't like doing live streams, but I'm going to do one, and I really want you guys to pay attention and take notes and be good boys and girls and tune in, because I want to go over that, and I may even do a dedicated video to just that after the live stream. I feel very, very important. It's very, very important that this information gets out there to the general public, anybody that watches my channel, and kind of share. First time I'll ask for someone when I do this to please share my video.
Yes.
I'm going to ask you to subscribe and all that stuff, but please share it and pass the word down the road and down the line for people that get really good information for your safety, for your health, and for your wealth. That's what it's going to be all about. All right, kids, we'll see you in the next video.
Yes.
Can you turn it off?
Yes.
Okay.
Bye-bye, guys.
Bye-bye.